folks. Today we're here to talk about That Time You Killed Me. Remember
you
that?
killed me?
Yeah, remember
What?
that time you killed me?
Oh.
Over and over and over again? What's great about this game is when I lose, it happens super fast.
Yes, it is quick. It's quick. Well, that's the fun thing. You can play it multiple times in one night, and you want to, because it's kind of like you can do a best 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5, and it's not very time consuming.
Oh, no,
it's
not
not
at all.
overwhelming.
In fact, yeah.
You can use all the components that and different options if you do that, because we don't get to them, do we?
No, well, what happened, basically, we've played this in about 2 or 3 settings. And each time we sit down, we kind of go through, and it has a progression.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts you off with like a very basic version of the rules, and you play that game. It lasts maybe 5-10 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how, like, if you're playing somebody that's really, really good at strategy and they can think several turns ahead, it does have sort of a chessy sort of element to it.
Yeah, it's definitely strategy.
But the first couple of games, they really don't last very long. But every time you kind of level up, you open one of these boxes. There are 4 different boxes in here, and they present kind of new challenges. They add new elements to the game, so it kind of slowly adds layer upon layer of like different elements to what is otherwise a pretty simple game. We haven't played it all the way through. We're on the very last part. So what this builds to is when you get to sort of the end of this game, when you've played through all the beginning stuff, what you're going to get is a randomly selected, like there's about 3 different extra elements to add as far as these little miniatures and stuff go. So you got the trees, the statues, and the elephants. So after that, you're going to be adding in these layers of cards. So you'll have like asymmetric powers, or you can choose if it's an asymmetric or a shared thing. Mm-hmm. But you'll have like an extra win condition that kind of makes it like makes the games actually a lot faster.
Like a different individual challenge, you know, on how you win versus the basic rules. And
I love that it's like, it's super loosey-goosey on how you do it, too. It really seems like it's made to have fun. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And one thing I really love there's sort of a continuing narration from the game to you as you open the different elements and the different boxes and stuff. And it is sort of this funny story about someone that invented time travel, and then their friend who's going to kill them and then take credit for the time travel.
Yeah, the true inventor of time travel is how it works.
Not a very good friend.
No. And you really never find out, because your friend just kills you, and that who knows who really invented it.
Well, the premise of the game is this is like an elaborate test to figure out who the true master of time travel is. And I tell you, I got all the way to the end of the rule book, and it doesn't really lay it out. So I wonder if like that last...
It's ambiguous.
That it does have one envelope here that says when you've beaten all other ones. So my guess, I bet that's
it's
the
in
end.
There. Yeah.
The very last part of this, so you get these random cards, and then these envelopes have achievements on them. And they'll say different, like, win a game without losing a copy of yourself.
Which I did.
Or win a game by murdering all copies of your opponents in all areas. Or murder opponents in 2 different eras at the same turn. So there's all these different little things. And if you get one of these, you open it up, and then those are the special abilities for the next turn.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Very clever way to set this up.
And it's pretty even, because Sean's beaten me in a game, and I've beaten him. So usually I just win everything. No, that's not true. He beats me a lot, too. He beat me in, Unmatched Tuesday night, or the other night.
Yes, yeah. Every now and then. Every now and then I get on a winning streak. And I don't remember from the first game, like, how badly you beat me or didn't win. It really didn't matter as much until we kind of got to these achievements and stuff. Yeah. We're just kind of, shucks, well, you got me.
Well, that's the thing about it being, if you choose to do it where each person has an objective, the other person's not paying attention to what your objective is half the time, so you can sneak up on them and just be like, oh, I win.
Oh, it is super. Yeah, and they're like instant win conditions
Yeah.
on some of these, so it makes it really, really easy to kind of forget. And in fact, over and over again, there were so many times when I kind of got lost in the asymmetry of this game and couldn't figure out what's going on.
But some aren't instant win conditions. Some are just an extra boost to help you, like an extra turn or an ability, really, to move from future to past or
Yeah.
different things.
The
So you
first-
never know what you're going to get.
The initial box of these is kind of augmented powers, and then it goes up to I guess, more powerful things. We've only opened 2 of these, but we decided we played this enough to talk about it a little bit.
It's fun. Try it out.
What would you compare this to? Anything? Do we have? I really think this is pretty unique in my
Yeah.
collection as far
Yeah.
as like this is the fastest little 2-player game I think I have.
Yeah, I agree.
And usually because I've missed something completely and she sees it very clearly, or vice versa, because it's really tricky. So in this game, it's got a past, a present, and a future board, and you're going to be able to move your character between these boards.
But you also pick which turn you're doing next on which board, and you have to stick to that. So if you can totally get lost in what you're doing and not pay attention to your opponent and mess up really fast.
Well, and a turn's really simple too. Is that you got 2 actions that you can do, and then you've got to choose a new era, and inevitably, I'll choose the wrong one, or I'll choose one that you're about to kill me in, and then there'll be nothing to do once it's my turn. Yeah. So
we did that a lot on the basics.
If you manage to eliminate your enemy, all their pawns from one of any 2 of the 3 different eras, then you win the game, and then you move on to the next one. So
you beat me that first game in like 5 minutes. It felt like
5 seconds, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that too. It was really fast.
It does. Man, a game of this. So I filmed a couple of games of this while we were playing it, and I don't even know if I will have to fast forward through the B-roll because it was just like, the first one was like 13 minutes.
Yeah.
And we were done. The time on this says 15 to 30 minutes. I would say that's definitely
the case.
Definitely accurate, especially if you're really tired.
Yeah.
And you're able to, and you're gonna lose real quick because you're not paying attention. So, this is a fun game. It's simple enough for a lot of people, I think, but it's got a little bit of the abstraction might take, if you're not used to board games, it might be a little bit of an explanation. But I think even if you don't play a lot of board games, you'll get this pretty quick. I played this with my brother-in-law on Christmas Day. I got this for Christmas from my mother-in-law. Thank you, Pam. And I played this with my brother-in-law while everybody else was hanging out and drinking eggnog and stuff. And we played through. He and I sat in one setting of about an hour and a half.
I forgot y'all did that.
Yeah, and we played almost all the way up to the 4th box.
Yeah, y'all had fun. Y'all were having a good time.
We had a really good time. We played this a whole bunch and still played a bunch more games. So it's good. It's a good little game. It's not terribly expensive. And it's out in retail. You can easily get it. This wasn't a Kickstarter or anything like that I know of. And there's no exclusives or anything to chase down. I think I got this, or you can get this at Barnes & Noble even, I heard. What do you know?
What?
So, Holly, what's your favorite thing about this game?
I like the different components that you can add in each one, and that they're different goals. But I like the strategy. I like having to plan out your turns in advance a little bit. You got to have a little bit. Pay attention a little bit.
I too think I like the way I like the different elements that you add to it. Like the basic game's kind of neat and fun, but it seems like I could see where that would get old pretty quick, especially how fast it is. But adding these other elements to it really makes it up, and it makes it a different game every time you play it. So
Yeah, because you never know what your opponent's going to play. They can, especially if you have two different components out, like we do right now. We have the trees, and we have these the paradox
the statues.
Statues,
Yeah.
and you know, one of us could pop a little seed up or a tree in any time, and you know, you can't plan for that in advance. You have to react.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and there's a lot of combinations and stuff that, yeah, even just kind of looking at the board now, I see a bunch of stuff I probably could have done better, and remix my plays a little bit because there's just so many options. It seems simpler, I think, than it is. Like it's actually a pretty deep game, and there's a lot of strategy.
It can be.
If you're into strategy, if you're into like sort of alt chess, want to try something completely different.
It's not as complex as chess by any means.
No, I don't think it's as complex as chess, but it's definitely it's got that checkerboard feel.
Yeah.
It's got sort of you're planning it for the future with your moves. It's like there's a timing thing there. It's fun.
You're moving pawns.
It's fun. It's quick, and not super expensive. That time you killed me. That's all we got today, folks. If you like this video, please click like. If you'd like to subscribe, we'd love to see you again. And until next time, enjoy your games, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.